YouTube channel near you.
Well, hello there, Gene. Hello, John, Scott M, Denise, Cindy Thompson. Well, we got Sunny 11. Welcome, everybody. Val, Denise, Gary Spikes, Kathy A. Well, you know it. And this edition is brought to you, yes, once again, Botanical Company from Appalachia. Yes, we got the beard oil, the beard balm, and the lip balm in stock. Make sure and check out our link in the YouTube comments. And also during the comments during the show, we are shipping it now. Thank you, Appalachian Botanical Company, for partnering up with Bigfoot Outlaw. Thank you. Angela, are you back? How are you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Well,
I think my laptop's still lagging.
Oh, that's terrible. So, round of applause, everybody. Welcome back to another edition. So, Cindy Thompson, hello. She says, hello, Angela. And don't forget about Rebecca. So, look at my little skull. It's just like snuck out. I was like, what the hell? Anyways, I got skulls all over. I got to get them organized. So I had to send one of my computers back, but and I got the other one back. Then the other day I was working on all the settings. It's just like, But anyways, we survived the storms. So how about you? Did you survive up there?
Oh, yeah, I survived the storms. And, the only thing we really had was, I was going on the bike trail and I saw some trees that fell down, and that was it. We didn't really get hit hard or anything.
We did. It was terrible down here. So, yeah. Welcome, Rosemary. Nice to see you. Round of applause for Rosemary. Can you hear the applause?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, go ahead. Good. Because it was awful setting up the settings. But we still got over 10,000 people down here without power. We was almost 40,000 people without power in Louisville. So, but we're right outside Louisville, Kentucky. So, but we made it. But we're okay. But now I finally got my car unloaded. So now I got to get everything situated. So when we're out of power, I can still go live. So because usually when we have no power, I'm still broadcasting. But yes. So anyways. So what are we going to get into tonight, ladies and gentlemen? What do y'all want to go down? Well, hello, Mort. I was just thinking about you, Mort. Round of applause for Mort. So yes, Rebecca, nice to see you too. So what are we going to do tonight? I'm open to anything. I'll try anything. I better be careful what I wish for. Yes. So, Julianne, what's on your mind? I feel like somebody's like their mind's like racing. I don't know if it's me. Susan F., thank you. How you doing? Welcome. So, but what are you in the mood for doing tonight, Angela?
Oh, anything. I'm in the mood for anything. Since my laptop still isn't working, and I'm holding up my phone.
I know, right? I cannot believe Angela does not have a phone stand.
I do.
I learned. I got phone stands. I got iPad stands. I got brackets, mackets, tackets, you name it. I got it all. I learned a long time ago. So, yes. So, Oh, see, when somebody enters the studio, I hear a doorbell. I was like, who else is entering? It's Angela. Let me see if this works.
I'm trying to use my laptop.
Now look,
again.
She's frozen. See, she's frozen. I'm on mute her. Now she's frozen. See? She's frozen. So she's on one device. Now she's on two devices. So she's on a boat. I feel like I'm on a boat sometimes. Hello there, Nilda. You got a couple of health issues I need to check into. I was wondering what you pick up on this matter. Can you both give me your insight? Would be appreciated. Okay. Let me clear my mind, Nilda. I got 1,000 things going in my mind. And let me get Angela. Angela's like really excited. So Angela, pick what device you're going to use so I can unmute it so I don't echo in your ear. Double the fun. I don't need double the fun. That's like double spearmint. Remember that? Can you see and hear Angela? No, down to bottom, she is frozen. So if I kick this one and I unmute her. Yeah, there we
Okay, I'm
go.
gonna leave my phone and try the laptop. Let's see.
Okay. All right. Whoa. Hello. How are you doing, baby? You look awful sexy. All right, Nilda. Let me see here. Let me click on your name. And let's see here. Nilda, it seems like this is let me get my cards here. Let's see what the cards tell me. This seems like it's something short term. It's nothing long term. Oh, she just entered. Oh. All right, here. There she is. You still frozen? I hate when that happens.
Trying. Okay.
You may have to reset your router.
So that
may help you.
Frozen again. I keep intermittently freezing.
Yeah, you may have to reset your router. Oh. Uh-oh. Cards went flying. I don't know what that was. Hold on. Man, I'm knocking everything over now. Hold on, Nilda. I got to grab that card because that's whatever card that was for you. Man, it went all the way underneath the desk against the daggone wall. Stand by.
I can hear you, but I'm still freezing. Oh, jeez. Keep losing now.
Okay. No, I had Nilda's cards went all the way against the wall underneath my studio desk.
Well, I can only use my phone. My laptop can just completely just lags.
All right, Nilda. Nilda, what I'm showing on your cards, I'm showing all three yeses, and I'm showing it's going to be short term. So whatever your doctors are telling you, you're going to overcome it. So you're good to go. All right. All right. So let's see here. Poor Angela. Are you okay? My Lord. Yes, John, a hot mess. You better believe it. Oh. Hey, I got it. Those cards went out of the deck like somebody yanked them. All right, everybody. I know what we're doing now. So if you want to get in the, I was on my hands and knees. I was crawling. I didn't mean to turn off the camera. I meant to flip the camera, not turn it off. All right. You're welcome, Nilda. All right, everybody. If you want to get in line, I will use something else. Angela, are you all right? You're making me a nervous wreck.
I'm fine now. I can hear you through the headphones. My headphones wouldn't work on my phone with StreamYard. Now they're working.
All right.
Now I can hear everybody. I couldn't hear.
Poor Julianne's like, Angela, sit down. You're making us dizzy. Crystal, I know what I'm doing now. Anyways, thank you. All right, could I get in line? Scott's in line. There we go. First one. Cindy's next. All right.
I can still do readings. I'll just have to. Thank goodness with runes, I only have to use one hand. I don't have to use two hands for the card deck.
All right, I'm gonna grab another deck. I'm gonna try maybe another deck. Hold on here. All right, so I got Scott, Sunning. Angela has the sexiest hair blowing in the wind. Welcome, Leonard. All right, Julianne, we got you in line. Crystal, we got you in line. All right, here. Anybody else wants to get in line, let me know. Let me adjust my mic. I got it all tore up. All right. And this is what we do before the show, not during the show. Denise got you in line. All right, Val got you. John, let me know how the card deal's going to go. I got you in line. Shampoo commercial.
I use voice box.
I don't know what I use. Nilda, can you pull runes for Nilda? She asked about medical. See what you see about now. Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and let Angela do yours.
All right, now let's do yours.
Jay wants in. Did I miss Jay? Jay. Let's see here.
Okay, so for Nelda, I've got Urus, which is strength. I'm getting the sense that you've got the strength to go through this, that you recover. And it requires fortitude. It's like your fortitude's being tested. And then the next rune I got is Algae. So Algae is the rune of sanctuary. I'm being told not be so worried about it. And not be so worried about it, that there's peace. I feel like there's a lot of peace coming from that rune. The peace is coming out of this. And the next rune I have here is Tenyas. So Tenyas is the rune of light. And I just see that heaven is sending light for you to get you through this. It feels like this is something that you'll come through peacefully on the other side of it, that you'll recover.
All right. All right, so we're going to use a different oracle deck tonight. For some reason, we'll use this one. All right, so Jason is not in yet, so I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. All right. Welcome, Leonard. Nice to have you. Nelda says thank you. Can you hear me okay, Angela?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, testing. All right, there. All right, good evening, everybody, he says. All right. Thank you, Gene. I was scrolling through the comments, and I was like, oh, did I miss them? All right. Now, Cindy Thompson. All right, go ahead, Angela. Let you start.
All right.
There'll be Cindy, Scott, and Sunny. The next three. Cindy, Scott, and Sunny. Next three.
So the next person I'm reading is Cindy, correct?
Yes, Cindy.
Okay. All right, Cindy. To the first room. Oh, first room I drop on the floor. Let me go get it. All right. The first rune I get for Cindy. I drop the rune again. Here is I get Gabo. So Gabo is the rune that means gift, giving, also an exchange of energy. What I'm getting the impression of gratitude, like you're feeling gratitude at this point, like you're grateful for everything, even for the good and the bad. Grateful for the bad that make you stronger, and grateful for what you do have right now. Okay. And the next rune. I get is Dagaz. So Dagaz is enlightenment. And what I'm getting specifically off of this room, because this is supposed to be the highest point of the sun in the sky, the noontime sun, what I'm getting off of this is like it's free of clear, like being able to bring your mind like above everything and just be able to get your mind off of things and go higher, going a higher frequency or higher realization, and be able to back off and look at the big picture. And the next rune I got is Pertho. So Pertho is a rune of luck, fortune. I've got good fortune coming your way. Yeah, so a good luck coming way, good fortune coming your way. So there's a positive turns of events. It feels like you're coming out of the dark and you're going to have a very positive turn of events come your way.
It's very interesting. So I actually used another deck. I used the Pantana Oracle deck. A girl made this And a girl made this deck, and it's a very interesting deck, and it's a very different deck. And the first card I got was confinement. And when we look at that confinement card, it talks about things about spirituality. Post busted on me and nearly knocked me. Okay, I don't know if you got. I don't know what a concussion feels like. I mean, I've been hit in the head, but I just feel pressure. So, but I don't know if you're holding on to something that's in your inside your heart, or because we talk about tolerance, we talk about unfreedom, captivity, right? But when we look at your next card, it talks about greed, exceed, craving. But it's not, when we talk about that, we can talk about gluttony. That's something that comes to my mind, but not necessarily that phrase. Because when we do that, it's sometimes when we have a lack of things in life, we kind of hold on to things because we didn't have certain things in the past. So we treasure things that we never had in before us as we do now. And that doesn't mean it's not a bad thing, right? Because if we look at our parents and our grandparents, they hoarded things because they didn't have things as they were little or as they grew up. So they cherished the small things. We didn't think it was valuable to us, but they did as them. For example, whipped cream bowls, those plastic tubs. Didn't our grandparents use that to store leftovers in refrigerators, right? We wouldn't do that. We would use glass bowls or go out and buy containers, right? So they would compromise to save money. So there's that part of you. When I look at the last card, it shows a blessing card. And it's interesting because I caught the tail end of Angela when she was talking about things coming to you, because it shows me that there's well-being and there's alignment coming to you in the near future. Leon, I got you. No problem. So, yes. And what's very interesting is that when I do these cards, that somehow they should interject. They should contradict. And they're not contradicting each other. Statistically, they should. They should say something opposite from Angela, and it's not. So I found that quite interesting. So does this resonate anything with you, Cindy? I don't even look it in the comments, so I need to check her comments. Right here. All right, Jason, I got you in line. On it all. She said, "Thank you, Angela." Is the last thing I see. Are you still here, Cindy? Oh, it definitely does. Okay, but I just find that interesting. I don't know. I just don't know how that's possible. But all right, next up, Scott M. All right, go ahead, Angela, as I shuffle.
All right, Scott.
And I don't know how many. I think there's 78, I think there's 78 cards in this deck.
So, Scott M., the first rune I have is mana. So this is the bridge, the rainbow bridge from the physical realm to the spiritual realm. It's also intellect. This represents mankind and spirituality. What I have for you, Scott, is both. It feels like you're trying to help people with their spirituality. It feels like that's a purpose here, like a soul purpose for you. Next rune I have is Dagaz. So Dagaz is the rune of enlightenment, revelation. It's the awareness of the balance between the light and the shadow. It's the sun at the highest point in the sky. What I get off of this, Scott, for this rune is like you're very aware, you're very balanced of both the light and the dark, and where that boundary between light and darkness is. You're aware of what's light, what's in the light, and you're very aware of what's in the dark. You kind of strive between the two. The next rune I have is Kenyas. So Kenyas is the rune of light, of inner guidance. But I got divine guidance from this. It's like I'm being, the rune saying is like you need to turn to the divine guidance, for guide. Like you can't go wrong through the divine guidance in life and looking towards the source of everything, towards guide, the source of creation, the source of the universe, for guidance on your path.
All right. So the first card I got, Scott, is I got the stop card. Now the stop card, it can mean a lot of things. For some reason, you probably need to look at a few things and just take a pause and enlighten yourself on a few choices that you probably need to make and make a few decisions on. It also could mean a few things about taking a break on a few other things in your life and reevaluate a couple of things that maybe you need to make a better choice on. But what's really interesting, you got the Justice card, right? Hello, Colleen Yates. Hello. Welcome from the UK. And when you get the Justice card in this deck, it represents logic, right? Equality and good decisions. And it looks like you're going to have probably some paperwork that it seems like you may have to go over or do some signing. I don't know what that means. But it also shows me the introvert card. Now, when that card comes up, it's not what you think, right? It's more of a privacy card. So when that card comes up, you probably need to separate a few things out of your life, if you know what that means. And I don't know if it's more like online community. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why that means, but just keep that in mind. Good night, John. I guess John's going to bed. So, but it's weird because that card very, very rarely comes up. So, all right.
Looks like my laptop's working again.
Is it?
On a different browser. Want to try it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay. Let's try it.
Twisted, did you want to get in line there, Twisted, for a reading before I go forward? Let me click on it and see if it's working. Are you working? All right, I got you in line, a little Twisted. It's not working, is it? Okay.
Working at the moment. Wait, I think it's working. Wait, no, it quit working.
Okay. All right, next up is Sunny 11. And while Angela's doing that, I'll shuffle the cards real quick. You want to try to reset your router real quick? See if that'll work while I'm shuffling?
Well, we can try it.
And while she's doing that, I'll mute her mic so we don't hear the fan just briefly here. All right, Sunny 11. Let's try this new deck here. All right. All right, Sunny 11. Let's see here. What do you have? All right. Well, all right. So the first card you got is reference to luck. So talks about jackpot. Looks like reward, fortune. I don't know if you're working on something, but something's going to come your way, and it looks like probably this year, or I don't know if it's a job promotion or something. I don't know what it's referencing, but also it looks like you're going to have to make a decision and a consideration on something, or a reconciliation on something, and you have to come to an agreement. I don't know what that's about. So you're going to have to make a compromise or a decision on between a subject or something. So, Angel, I'm going to mute you for a minute. The last one shows me you got a good imagination. You got a great mind and a great variety when it comes to working on things and a good task. When you work on something, you're a task solver. But looking at everything overall, let me go to the comments here. What does this mean? Are you, where are you at? Is this even, does this mean anything to you at all? All right, I'm on the comments. Sonny, is this coming to you at all? Anything, these cards? Yes, okay. All right, Angela, your turn.
All right.
Go ahead. Well, there she is. There she went. Hey, Barbara, welcome to the show. Yeah, I'll get you in line there. Poor Angela, she's having a heck of a time tonight. I feel sorry for her. Let me go to, there she is.
Yep. Sorry about that.
It's all right. I got you in line, Barbara. All right, go ahead, Angela, for Sunny.
Sunny, okay. We'll use a different room set here.
After Sunny, we got Julianne, Crystal, and Denise.
All right. So, Sunny, the very first rune I pick up for you okay, I got Manas, which is, this is the rune of humanity. And then I've got, this is intellect. This is a rune of the Bifrost Bridge. And what I'm getting from you from this humanity, it's like very human focused. And it's like, what is my purpose for humanity? What is my purpose? What is my drive for humanity? It's like you're very human focused, very humanity focused. Like, what can I do? What can I do? What's my purpose? What's my human purpose here? The next room I get is Burkana. It might be a little bit hard to see. So Burkana is the rune of the mother goddess, it's protection. It's the mother aspect, prosperity. I'm getting protection off of this Burkana rune. It's like there is a gentleness about you. I'm picking up like a really gentleness, like a really gentle manner about you, like a gentle of heart for you, Sunny. And the last rune I got is Sowilo. Sowilo is the rune of success, insight, epiphany. It feels like you're going to get exactly what you're asking for, which is some sort of insight that you've been asking for. What can I do for humanity? What's my purpose? It's like you get this flash of insight, and you know it. It's something that the universe just sends to you, and you just know what your purpose is.
Okay. Yeah, John, you're still in line. Yes. Twisted, I got you in line too. So I went ahead and pulled your cards. Let me get Sunny off the board. For Julianne, right? Who are we reading?
With Sunny, and then we're going to...
Julianne's next. All right. So I went ahead and pulled Julianne's card. So Julianne, the three cards I pulled tells me a lot. The first one shows me that you have some stress. Stress, we need to talk about the stress. It seems like there could be some stress in your life that can cause a lot of pressure on you. So we need to dial that back some. And when this card comes up, the indulgence card, this tells me that you're not taking care of yourself. You need some of me time. We need to take care of me, and you need to treat yourself like a queen. You know, you got to go out and have a spa day, however you make yourself feel like a woman, a queen. It's your time, right? Because when you do that, you're going to be in harmony with yourself and with nature, and you're liking that. You haven't been this way for some time, and this is what the cards are telling me. And you need to get back with yourself. You haven't been this way for some time, is what the cards are telling me. And once you accept that and tune back in, I think you're going to be better off, and I think it's going to help you. So let me see what she's saying here. Colleen Yates, welcome. Yeah, I got you in line, Colleen. Welcome, Judy. Let's see here. Oh, don't be scared. Anything personal, we'll try to keep it very brief. We won't spill the beans. Julianne, does that resonate with you? Doing all I can. Well, you do a little bit harder, girl. So yes, she is the queen, Scott says. Damn, she's a queen. She needs to tell herself that. So yes. What's going on, Stan Stones? Hello there, right? We're round of applause for Stan. All right, go ahead, Angela. Oh, you mute yourself. You're muted.
Here you go. There you go. I'm unmuted.
It's been rough. I know it has, but you got to have some you time. All right. I'll shuffle while Angela talks.
All right. And who am I reading for?
Julianne.
Julianne. Okay. Julianne. So the first rune I get for Julianne. This is Nadi. So this is the root of necessity, need. This can also be love and protection. What I'm getting a sense of love. Like there's love in the spirit where I'm feeling like you've got some very strong spirit guides with you. I also feel like you're having a lot of doubt right now. You're experiencing an incredible amount of doubt, but you have good guidance around you. Spiritually, you have great spirit guides. And they are going to help you through this. And they're telling you not to worry because you're going to make it through this. Not to doubt yourself. Next rune is Manas. So Manas is the rune of humanity, intellect. This is the rune of the connection from this world to the spirit world. And I've got for this, like you're almost like driving yourself crazy trying to figure out what to do next is the impression I'm getting. It's like you're putting a lot of strain on your intellect and on your mind trying to get through this. What's my next step? Where's my next step? Where do I go? Where do I go? And then the next rune, last rune I got is Berkana. So Berkana is the rune of protection. It's Divine Mother. This is the protection from sanctuary from the Blessed Mother. I have on here. I feel like you're going to be all right. That you're getting yourself upset over nothing. It seems very serious. It may seem very serious at the moment, but it's going to work out. And you can just take a deep breath and calm and just trust that it will work out in your favor.
So I will say this, Colleen Yates. See that smile? We had somebody on a show not too long ago told me I was wrong. And I almost told her live on the show, then quit cheating on your husband. But I didn't, did I, Angela?
No.
I'm just saying. The cards, I didn't. That's why I gave her plenty of hints. And she's like, no, it don't resonate. I'm like, I was like, what are you at? I was like, what? And Angela gave me the dirty eye stink. She was like, don't you dare, Grizzly. She's like, don't you dare. I was like, oh. And I kept giving her every bit to make sure to let her know I knew. She's like, nope. And I was like, oh. And I just said, I know, right? So I got a hold of Angela after the show. Angela's like, I can't believe you didn't. And I was like, man, it was hard. But yeah, I scared the hell out of her. I know that. She sit there and was like, no. So whatever. I don't know. She knew. She knew. But anyways. Leon is like, I remember that. Man, when I get that look and I don't say a damn word, and I kept going on and on about, anyways. All right. Enough of that. But you know what? Just anyways. All right. Who we got up next? Crystal? Oh, Crystal. So the first card. So the first card, Crystal, I got the gain card. So the gain card shows me, and this actually falls in line with you right now, because I kind of know this, but you actually cultivated and you gained something new recently. And it could be your luxury vehicle, right? It could be your new job, but you're also profiting from your job as well. But however, and I'm not making this up, and I'll show you the gain card, and then you got the robbery card. And I love these cards because the girl that made them, she's kind of famous. But anyways, the robbery card tells me that you've been through a lot of unfairness, and I actually know some of it. But there's also been a little exploitation with that. But the third card shows an alliance card. Now, when you get the alliance card, to me, it shows that you're going to be in line with things coming to you that's going to put everything back on track. But you're going to have to trust someone to help you with that. That's not going to be someone that you're going to realize who it is. Think about the words and how I said that. It's going to populate, not now, but it will resonate. Think about how I just said that. Think about the words and how I said that, okay? So the compatibility is going to be the key, but it won't be forthcoming under the veil when you first see it. So it will take you a second to realize that. But you got good cards, so I'm very pleased with that. Go ahead, Angela.
Okay. And Crystal. I'm reading Crystal, right? Okay. So the first rune I got for Crystal. This is good one. This is Feyu. So Feyu is money. Feyu is money. I got, like, you've got good money. I just see you with good money. Like you've got disposable income.
I don't get it. I don't know how we align like that. So,
okay. So the next rune I got for you, Crystal, this is Isa. So Isa means ice, but it's, when I see this rune, it usually means pause, take a break, meditate. I got from this rune, I'm hearing from, sometimes it means delay, but I'm getting from this rune rest. I'm hearing the word rest, like take a rest. Enjoy the rest that you have right now. And then the last rune. And Isaac kept coming, didn't want to go away, it kept coming back up. Okay, so the last rune I got is Sowilo. Sowilo is the lightning strike. It's the insight, it's success. I'm feeling like you're having a lot of success right now. I feel like you need to rest your mind because there's something bigger coming down, and it feels very profound. It feels very powerful. So it feels like it's almost like a turning away from the more of the material things and the temptation of material things, that type of thing, that type of obsession. Eventually, you realize it's nothing but shadows and illusions, and you find that the spiritual path is more satisfying than the material one.
I think that's where the alliance is coming from. So she's got wonderful energy, but she's a fire. I can tell you that much. All right. So Denise is up. We got Denise, Val, John. and then Rosemary, then Liana, then Jason, then Little Twisted. Little Twisted reminds me of Twisted Tea. I used to drink those. All right, so Denise. So the first card I got was a saving card, and I don't know why that card came up, but when I get the saving card, I think about preservation. I think about meaningless collection. When I say hoarding, it's not like the hoarding show on TV where people are hoarders, right? So I'm just saying that you hold on to things, and I think it's more like values and things in your heart and memories, which is a good thing. But when I get the justice card for you, it's not the justice like in legal papers. It's more like something was not justice done for you. It was more like as an injustice. And I don't know what that means, but it should resonate with you. Let me get on the board. Okay, here she is. She says yes. So, but the last card I got was the Fury, and the Fury card doesn't come up very, very seldom. And I don't know why it does not come up, because this is coming from the other two cards that's been pulled. And I think it's more of something that's been that happened in the past when it comes to the unpleasantness. I call it madness. Now, my madness is not the madness like people think, like I'm losing my mind. It's more of the card of the justice. And when I call it, in your case, the injustice, it's more the offense of whatever happened. I don't think you still haven't got over that. So I don't know what that is. Let me see if she's even talking. She said yes to both. Okay. So, but I think that in time, I think it's time to try to heal that somehow. But I know it seems like you still got a lot of that bottled up. So we're going to use like the pressure cooker and hit that release valve and let some of that pressure out, because it's not doing you any good holding it in. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit, but very interesting. Go ahead, Angela.
Okay, so we're reading for Denise.
Denise.
Okay. All right. So the first rune I have for Denise is Nadi. So Nadi's is the rune of necessity. It's focusing on, this is like emergency. This is, I'm just trying to get by. It feels like you feel very unfocused right now, and that you're very, very distracted. It feels like your thoughts are here and there and everywhere, and they're not centered, they're not focused. And it feels like what you're really doing is just trying to get by, just trying to do what is absolutely necessary, because your thoughts are everywhere. I don't feel them centered at all. The next rune I have for Denise is Tiwaz. Tiwaz can also represent justice. It's the taking of the oath. This is Odin's spear. This is victory as well. What I'm getting is stand your ground, stand your ground. I feel heartache, like a lot of heartache, like brokenness. And I'm being told that it's time to stand up for yourself and feel empowered. Like, take your power back.
Very interesting. Nana Kim, welcome. Nice to see you there. Welcome to the show.
Last rune I got for you, Denise, is Yara. So Yara is 1 year. So we get the English word for year. And in German, it's straight from this rune, Yara. So this is 1 year, but it also means harvest. So I got that everything's coming back to you. You're going to get so many blessings coming for you. It feels like you're going to get everything that was held back or taken from you. You get everything back plus more.
Interesting. Yeah, Nana Kim, I miss you too. Haven't seen you in a while. Denise says, exactly, Angela, my mind doesn't stop. There's like 50 million directions. All right, next up is Val. All right, Val, I went ahead and dealt your cards while Angela was talking. So the first card I came up was a friendship card. So I don't know if you are or have been or is or going to. Either you're going to connect with somebody or network with somebody or whatever, teamwork with somebody or work, I don't know, with somebody friendship wise. But are you working on something because either you are or you have a vision or an inspiration to someone because you have an idea? The idea card came up and okay, my notifications are going on like crazy. But also, do you have gifts? Do you have any type of spiritual gifts? Let me get to the comments here. Denise says spot on. Denise autocorrect got you. Let's see, where are you at here? Let me scroll all the way down. Val. Let's see, Val. Because the gift card showing me like promotion, souvenirs, delight. You're working on it. Okay. All right. So, because whatever gifts you have, it's showing me that it's in a package. So it's like you're unwrapping. Here, I'll show you what the card looks like. See? So that's what to me, that's what it's showing me. It's like you're working on it, you're getting ready to unpackage it. You're also, but there's things that you're going to do and it's going to prosper. But the vision card, it's somebody helping you with this? Are you talking to somebody about this? There you go. Let me tell you something. That one show where I didn't pay attention to where that girl or that woman, she didn't like frogs, remember, toads, and she spelt it out. I didn't pay attention. Do you remember that one? Yeah. Oh, I just go by the cards and my feelings when I click on your all's names. What I really like to do, and I know a lot of people are not up to it, especially women, because the way they look, I really like to bring them on the show. I can probably do much better, especially face to face, so I can see your eyes. It really helps me out because it's hard because like Colleen, she's really excited and I feel anxiety when I click on her name. So I'm just saying, but Roger, he's a pistol in a hand bucket right now. He's something else. But you're welcome. All right, Val. But yeah, I mean, anybody ever wants to come on the show, I can just send a link. It's no problem for us, is it, Angela? I mean, I can have 10 people on a show anytime. I mean, that's what I pay for it for. I don't charge Angela, any of the co-host, anything. I pay for it all. So yeah, anytime. Like I said, start next week. If y'all want to come on, just let me know. All right, Angela, read Val now.
All right.
And I'll shuffle my cards. After Val's, let's see here. Val is John, Rosemary, Liana, then Jason, then a little twisted.
Okay, Val, the very first rune I get for you, this is the rune of enlightenment. Again, it feels like this is like you're going higher in higher vibration, you might say. It feels like you're going up higher, like in the higher realms, like in the spiritual realms, to get your information. It feels like you're raising your consciousness to me. That's what I'm getting off of this rune. This is Dagon's, just the rune of light, enlightenment, awareness of the light and the dark. Certainly, you can always look up these runes and meditate on these runes to help you as well. The next rune I got is Othala. So Othala is several things. It's DNA, family, royalty, And it has an aspect of oneness, what they call the Orlog, which is like the oneness with all things. It's that oneness with the universe, that universal connection. It feels like you're striving to connect with that universal intelligence, that whole machinery that is the multiverse. And then the next rune I have here. Now that rune's blank, so I'm going to draw again. When I get that means draw again. So the next rune I get is Manaz. So Manaz is the Bifrost bridge from this realm to the spirit realm. And it feels like busy traffic to me. I'm getting busy traffic. So between the spirit realm and you, so it's I get that there are spirits reaching out to you in the spirit realm, and they're reaching out to you. It's like you're a medium. It's like your spirits are coming to you and you're saying what they're saying. You're carrying out their messages, giving out what they need to say, and they're coming to you in mass. As I see this connection, this represents the bridge from our world to theirs, but I see them coming from the spirit world to you. It's what I'm seeing.
Okay, interesting. All right. Next up is John. All right, John. So I dealt your card. So the first card I got on you, John, is I got the stop card. So anytime we get the stop card, it's telling me that we need to stop, take a break, and we need to strengthen a few things out in our life. When we say that, always tell people to pause for a minute and let's reevaluate a few things that maybe we've been putting off and saying we're going to do it, but we just haven't. And maybe we haven't had maybe a few conversations. It's probably a little tough. Maybe some tough conversations we should have had by now, but maybe we haven't. However, the next card is a strategy card. So when I see this card, I feel that we should probably do maybe a little bit better planning on something that you should be working on. I don't know if you are predicting something or you're working on something, or you are trying to align something with something in life. I don't know if it's work related, but are you guessing on certain things in life instead of trying to plan them? Are you like, okay, if I do this, this is going to work, or this is going to happen? Let's see if he's even talking. No, he's not. And he says yes. Is that yes to you or yes to me? You haven't read John yet, have you?
No.
Okay. So let me know if this is resonating with you at all. However, the last card is self-love. Spot on. So the self-love card tells me that you're independent. And there's nothing wrong about being independent. But we also, just like the other person, we need to look at ourselves. And we need to take care of ourselves and quit putting other people in front of you. I'm the same way. And I used to do that a lot. And I've got a big heart as well. But we also need to look inside ourselves and take care of ourselves, right? You need to dedicate so many minutes. I know everybody tells us this all the time. Even the doctors say you need to take so many minutes of a day and put it for yourself. It's hard to do. I mean, I don't know how many shows we're up to right now. I lost count, and I'm constantly up late at night throughout the day working on this. And I don't take time for myself, right? So, but self-concern, self-healing, it's very important. And if we don't do this, John, I think it can have negative effects, not only in life, but also on our health and mental health. And we don't want that. We don't. So focus on that just a little bit. And I think you're going to be good to go. But I think that one conversation that you've been kind of putting off, maybe addressing, maybe you should have that sometime soon. For sure. Okay. All right. Go ahead, ma'am. Your turn.
All right. And we're reading John Stewart, right?
Yes.
Okay.
After that, it's Rosemary and Liana. And Jason.
John. Okay, so the first rune I get is Helgelas. So Helgelas is the Hailstone. This could be destruction, transformation, protection. What I get is destruction. It's like this constant interference, this constant destroying of your plans, just raining down on you. Just one thing after another. The next rune. But I'm feeling like it's a challenge that the spirit world sent you on purpose for you to handle to get you to realize something. So let me draw the second rune here and see what they're trying to get you to realize. So the next rune, this is Algies. So Algies is sanctuary. And I'm getting that you need to build a sanctuary for yourself. That's exactly what you just said. It's actually literally saying build it like this. I'm getting from message that you need to build your own personal sanctuary. And I like a room, like your own private space, for meditation, your own sanctuary, your own place for relaxation and time for yourself. The next rune I got is Feyu. So Feyu is money, it's wealth, it's mobile wealth, it's disposable income. I got that you have a little money that's coming to you. It's been elusive for you in the past, but it's coming and it's a gift. It is completely a gift from the universe to you. And they want you to recognize that and be grateful for it. It is coming for you. I know you struggled with it, but it is coming.
He says true. All right. Welcome, Whitney. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Nice to have you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, it is Rosemary. All right, Rosemary, welcome. Let's see. Rosemary, you still here? Here? All right, let's see if Rosemary's still here. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. Colleen, I still got you. You got to go now? Okay, Colleen, we'll get you next week. I'll get you in line first. Oh, you're welcome, John. All right, Whitney, we got you on the list. All right, Colleen, we'll get you next week. I'll get you up early. Okay, Rosemary. So, Rosemary, the first card I've got. So before we get going, what's going on in your life? So the first card I get is the death card. Now, the death card, everybody usually weeps out and freaks out over. It's not bad. It's showing that something's coming to an end. And it's inevitable because it's new beginnings, right? And it's usually an end card, and something's going to start over, and it's nothing of harm. New beginnings, something's coming to an end. It's a transition over. However, two things. I get a promise card, right? Good night. You're welcome. I wish I'd have known that, Colleen. I would have bumped you up. I apologize. Did somebody make a promise to you, or did you make a promise to somebody, or are you going to make a promise to somebody, or did you make a promise to somebody to do something? Because I'm seeing that you're responsible, or you give somebody reassurance or assurance to somebody for something, or a confirmation. I don't know what this means, so tell me what that means to you. Let me know I'm on the right track. But are you responsible for something, for someone, or something? Let me see my message. I'm on the wrong chat. No wonder. All right. Now I'm on the right one. Where are we at? All right. Okay. That's why you got the promise card. However, the last card I've got is a profession card. Now, the profession card can mean a multitude of things, but I'm honing in on a couple of things. I'm showing, I don't know what your talent is, but you have something special about you. I don't know if you're helping somebody, but you're juggling a lot of things right now. I don't know what you're juggling, but it seems like you're multitasking. I don't know what it is, what you're working on, but this transition is going to, what are you doing? Someone you promised. I feel a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. So let's see here. You're going to get through it. I know that. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So that's okay. So that's what you're doing. This is something that's going to be not long term. It looks like it's going to be short term in this transition. So that's why I'm seeing all the weight, and I see where that's coming from. However, hold your head high. This transition is going to not be long term, but you are going to be rewarded for what you're doing, and it's not being unnoticed. I can tell you that much. So, but you're a very strong woman, and you need to take a breath too. Take some time for yourself, Rosemary. You need to. Angela?
All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and read you. Let's see, go ahead and just pick out the wooden ones here. So Rosemary. All right. So the first rune I get is Degas. I feel like you are on a quest to find. It feels like I find some sort of peace or enlightenment, some place where you'll be very happy and fulfilled. It feels like you're on a quest for this, where you have less like an absolute knowing of where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. The next rune I get is Yara, so which is harvest. So what you're cultivating now, you're going to get back to you in a great reward. You're going to get the harvest. You're going to get the reward of the benefit of everything you put into it. It's going to come back to you. The next rune I get is Feyu. So Feyu is money, disposable income. I see prosperity coming to you, but there's also a spiritual aspect. It feels like about this time this money comes, it feels like you also have some sort of something going on, some sort of ability or some sort of special connection that you have, that you're developing, and you see that and you recognize it from this special connection that sent this prosperity to, and it comes in together, this connection to the spirit world and also the extra income with it.
Interesting. All right, next up, welcome Prospecting USA. All right. Next up, Liana King. So Liana, welcome. Nice to see you. All right, here. So I actually dealt your cards, and your cards are kind of strange tonight. So help me muddle through this and explain some of this to me. So the first one I've got is I got the commitment card. So I got mixed emotions on this. So when I get the commitment card, I don't know what that means right offhand because I got mixed emotions. It can mean several things. It can mean obstructions. It can mean binding, like you sign something. It can mean like a contract. It can mean that you're signing a loan. It can mean student loans, a loan, car loan. I don't know what that is. However, what's weird is that it transitioned over to an evidence card that you like you found something out or you were researching or something came to light and you detected it. Like you had to have proof, or I don't know what that means. But what's really strange is it went to the confinement card. So what changed between last week and this week? You're welcome, Rosemary. Is Liana, are you still here? Liana. Let's see here. You're welcome, Rosemary. All right, give Liana a few seconds to catch up because these cards are not making any sense to me now. Because the confinement card can mean several things, like your tolerance ran short, like you just ran short on patience, like, you know, your temper's been short fused, you just, been overly tired. I mean, it can mean a plethora of things. Anxiety kind of run high a few days out of the week. You know, your relationship on the rocks a few days out of the week, you know, between family members. Temper could be, okay. That's probably what it is. It's just a little bit off a little, that's all. But it's just strange how the card's laid out. So yeah, it is a plethora. So it's dissecting. But see, right now, her energy, it's like a roller coaster. It's like she's excited and she's like, She's excited and it's like, So with my son, temper and patience haven't been great. There you go. That's what I need to know. That explains this card. See the card? The frustration. So, but yes. Okay, that explains it all. All right. Your turn, Angela.
All right, Liana King.
Liana!
Liana, so the next rune, the first rune I got here is nowadays. So I got that I'm feeling frustration. I'm feeling like, oh, I can't get anything done. I can't get this done. I can't get this done. And you're just focusing on the bare necessities. It feels like there's some bigger project or something bigger you're working on that you're frustrated it's not going your way, that you waited you wanted. So right now you're just doing what you have to do and trying to pull yourself back on this other project, this other bigger goal that you have. And so the next rune is blank. So that usually means I need to draw another rune. So the next rune I got is Ansus. So Ansus has to do with wisdom, speaking, knowing when to speak and when not to speak. And I got that you're holding back, like you're holding yourself back from saying some really direct things, I should say, maybe confrontational things, and you're holding back and you're holding back. The other thing I'm feeling like, yeah, that's a wise thing to do is at this point. But at some point you will have to let that out. So you could write something out and burn it and but it says on here when or when not to speak. I'm also being told find a nicer way to say it. Find a nicer way to say what needs to be said. So a kinder way, a more polite way of saying something so that it doesn't come across so harsh, but comes across as you're saying it because you care, not because you're angry. And that's how it has to come across. The next rune, the very last rune I got here for you. Yeah. Okay, this is death and regeneration. This is I was. So you're going through a transition right now, and that transition is frustrating right now. It's very frustrating. I feel the frustration that it's causing you because it feels like it's not happening fast enough. It is going to happen. You just have to take a deep breath and relax and just let it happen because the universe has this taken care of. And understand that regeneration is a process. So you're going through the end and you're going to regenerate. And when you regenerate, you become a brand new person, brand new being. And the universe really wants you to focus on the process, particularly runes focus on the process, learn to embrace and trust that process.
She says, yes, sometimes I can be very intense and harsh.
Mm.
Yeah. That's right. All right. Next up is Jason. Jason and Little Twisted. Little Twisted, are you still in the house? Little Twisted. Little Twisted. Oh, you're welcome, Liana. Absolutely. You got beautiful energy, though. All right, Little Twisted, you in here? And Jason, are you still in here, too? Make sure, because I already dealt the cards for Jason. Make sure he's in here. Little Twisted's in here. Make sure Jason's still in here. If not, I got to redel. Because those are not your cards, Little Twisted. Give Jason 8 seconds. If not, we'll go a little twisted and come back to Jason in a minute. Make sure he didn't step away to go get him a drink or use the restroom. All right. I'll put these cards back in. Jason, you here? Last call. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can remember his cards here. All right. Put his cards back in. All right, a little twisted. I'll tell you, I never read for you, have I? Have I ever read for you, a little twisted? Just put a yes or no. Have I read for you before? Whitney, you're on the board too. I don't think I read for you. I'll use my big deck for you guys. I don't think I read for a little. Have I read for a little twisted, Angela?
No. Mm-mm.
Ah, Jason's here. All right, Jason. I got your cards on the bottom of the deck. All right, Jason. I almost skipped you. Okay, little twist. I'll get you right after Jason. So, Jason, the 3 cards I got is in order. Was the first one was origin. When you get the origin card, the first thing that comes in mind is intuition, vitality. When we look at that, it tells me we need to plant something to regrow. Something in your life needs to regenerate, and we need to plant something because something is either over and we need to restart. But when that card transitions to self-love, we need to self-heal ourselves. Independence comes to mind, self-concern, right? We're also looking at the last card talks about pride. It seems like maybe your self-esteem has not been up like it has been. Your self-worth is not where it should be on the dollar scale, how much you think you're worth. Your ego is not where it should be. I don't know what's going on in your life. But you need to put that crown on and think of you as a king. You know what you're worth. Yes, you have ups and downs in life. However, you're going to get through that, and you got to have what I told everybody else. Think about yourself. You got to have time for yourself. And I know that it's beating a horse. I know it's easier said than done, but we have to have that. And I know you're here. So I just wanted to make sure before we moved on. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and I do see it. And you are going to walk through the sticker bush, and you're going to get scratches, the thorn bush. You're going to have those, and some of them you're going to wear, and some of them are going to heal. But unfortunately, it's life, and life sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, man. I know I've been through it, and I live it. So, Angela, what do you have?
All right, let me go ahead and read for him. And I'm reading for, I can't see him on the screen anymore. Who am I reading
Jason.
for? Jason McCrary. Okay, thank you, Jason, for the opportunity to read to. The
I
very
got
first
like he's like stressed and upset.
Look at the first rune I got, Thorisas. This is the thorn, like the thorn bush. Like going through thorns. I got boundaries, but I also feel like you're getting stuck, poked a lot with sharp, painful things. That's what the thorn is. Thorisas. It represents the thorn bush, the thorn from roses, the thorn from different things. Also, the thorn bush they would use to put it as a boundary. It feels like you're stumbling around and getting scratched up and beat up everywhere. It really does. And the next rune I get, though, is Wunyo. So Wunyo means joy, new, fresh start, great beginning, fresh beginnings, happiness, happy endings too. I'm getting that you can hold your head high because you can actually been through a lot already, but know that joy and peace is awaiting for you. It is coming. It is coming, and if you look, you'll already find it within. It's already there, but it's also happening externally too. Like your life's going to be so much more wonderful once you get through this rough patch. You have this fresh start coming to you. The next room I have is Rytho. So when I see Rytho, this means right action, taking the honorable path. I'm being told to stick by your guns, stick by what you believe in, stick to your conviction, because ultimately you're going to be the one that's rewarded out. And I feel like there are people that are around you that are responsible for making things prickly for you, and those people are going to fall away, and you're going to end up justified by sticking by your guns, standing by your guns, standing by your conviction.
All right. So next up, Jason, you're going to get through it. I'm trying to remember. I talked to so many people. I think we read him before. I don't remember specifics. All right, Jason, you're going to get through it, buddy. All right, a little twisted. All right, give me a rough age on how old you are. And the name was, and she had me laughing. Say, never had a ring. My name is Lena. And you're like late 20s, early 30s. How old are you roughly? You don't have to give me exact. Just give me a ballpark. All right. Let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 7. And we'll get started. Little twisted. 51. Okay. So when I read, we look at the past, present, and future, right, and how the transitions work. So, so when the first card I pulled up is the 7 of Cups. See, I love this computer. See, I can do it right on this system. See, I got my system back, so I can do it right. I can hold the card up. So when I get the 7 of Cups, it's in reverse. When things are in reverse, it looks like there was a lot of temptations, a lot of, it seems like you went through a lot of illusions, a lot of troubles in the past, ups and downs and roller coasters. Whoa. I almost knocked over 2 decks. That would have been a mess. But when that's in reverse, I also think about diversionary, right? Like curtains and a lot of smoke screens. That I don't understand that yet. But when I look at the next thing, I look at the Knight of Cups. When I look at the Knight of Cups in reverse, that's what it looks like in reverse, Knight of Cups. What comes to me is like you had a unrealistic journey. It seems like there was probably some jealousy. I don't know where this is coming from, some moodiness. Things weren't actually right. But I also feel on your last card is the Ace of Cups. And when I see the Ace of Cups in reverse as well, I feel that that you have a lot of things repressed, a lot of emotions that you had hidden. I can say this. I see scars that you have from past trauma. I see what you've been through in your early 20s to I would say mid 20s or early 30s. I think you hit them well, but you need to let go of some things earlier in life. What's in the past is in the past. Now's the time to live and let go. That's hard to do, but it's time to. And I think there's probably time to probably have a conversation. Yeah, I know. I mean, you hide the scars well, but I see some of them. But I think it's also time to probably have a conversation and to deal with something that you've probably been putting off for a while. And conversations are kind of hard to have. But you got a strong heart, a beautiful heart, and you got a good solid mind. You have, yeah, what you have to, and that is so hard to do. And I'll tell you this much: when I got hurt in 2019, I was so bitter because I'm so young, and it took my life away. I mean, I can't do the things I used to do, right? And it changed my life forever now. But I'm alive, and it was either that or I was going to die in 6 months. So I was a very bitter person, and it took me a long time to swallow that and turn me into a very heartful, joyful person. But we need to learn how to forgive and forget. And forgiveness is very hard to do and to move forward. That is the hardest thing to do, but we need to. You are a strong soul person. I feel that. I mean, you are a sweetheart. I mean, hands down, you got beautiful energy. You are good to go, but we need to work on that in the past to slowly undo that. Angela?
All right. A little
Whitney,
twisted.
if we was one-on-one, I can go a little deeper, but yeah, it's wait till your turn, Whitney. I love your energy too. So, but now a little
Okay.
twisted, good soul, good person.
The first rune I have for a little twisted is algae. So this is the rune of sanctuary, protection. I'm being told by this rune that you're in a safe place now. You're in a safe state. You're secure. You don't have to worry about being traumatized again. And so I'm being told by this rune, you're in a safe spot. It's time to let things go. It's time to work on your healing, which is what I'm being told from that rune. The next rune I have is Dagaz. So Dagaz is the rune of enlightenment. It's also the high point of the sun. What I'm getting off of this one for you, Little Twisted, I got that there's a clearing of the air that needs to happen. I feel like a lot of tears coming and being released, a lot of grief being let out. And with that, a fresh start, like a breath of fresh air, a lot of clearing, a lot of mental clarity comes with that, and that you feel like you can move on, you can move past that. The next rune I got is Yara. So Yara is the rune of harvest. It's also 1 year. Being told by this rune, you need to make some progress in that area. This may take time, but you have a harvest coming that's waiting for you. Once you let this go, you have all this blessing coming for you, this great harvest that's coming for you. Once you let that grief go, because that grief is keeping you from that blessing. And I'm feeling a lot of tears, and a good cry needs to happen. But once you let that go, this harvest comes, this blessing comes.
Yes, Leanna. I guess that's how you say the name. Yeah, I definitely understand that. All right. Next up is a little twisted. I understand that. Is Whitney, and then we got Judy Greenfield. Judy, you still in here? Judy, that's the last one. I don't think we missed anybody. Is Judy Greenfield still in here? All right. Well, Judy responds if she's in here. All right. So, Whitney. So, I just pulled your cards. So, the first one I got is the Five of Pentacles, and it's upright. The Five of Pentacles right there. When I get this card, I look and it tells me about worries. It talks about insecurities, talks about financial problems in the past, talks about isolations. It talks about some problems that you had in the past. The next card I get is the Moon card. The Moon card, when I get the Moon card, when it pops up, that tells me that some things are illusions in life, right? That you walk through And there's sometimes you feel like there's insecurities. I did pick up a little bit of anxiety, but there's some fears in your subconscious mind. And I don't know what that is, but there's uncertainties that you have doubts about certain things. And that makes me question about what you question things about things in life that you dealt with or dealing with or going through, right? So when I see these cards outlined and lay out in front of me, I look at things and I see a lot of things and I question a lot. But I see things as they transpire, but I also see the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of cups. When I see the 10 of cups, I'm seeing happiness. I'm seeing satisfactions. I'm seeing wishes fulfilled. I'm seeing your hardness is paying off. I'm seeing everything coming to fruition. So whatever you are working on, it is coming true. Your hard work is paying off, but you have made changes throughout and is coming to you. And if it's not, it is coming. So what have you done differently over the past to now that's changing your future? And let's check the comments here. Money, lots of change, lost job, and unknown is crazy. Well, that's going to change. So that's going to change this year. I'm not very good with dates. I'm still learning that, but that is going to change. And I'll show you the card. So that's the 10 of cups. So, but control the fear and manifest that because it is going to come. I'm choosing between 2 states living for work. So that's where okay. So whatever states that you're choosing, choose the second. I don't know what that means. I'll leave that on you and pray to the higher power. I don't know what you believe in, but that's what the cards are telling me. So, Angela, and you got a good heart and a good soul as well. But think about things, but don't think when you're emotional. We make bad decisions when we're emotional. And just think about it. But everything's going to come to fruition. It is coming your way. So,
Okay, and I'm reading for Whitney. All right, so we're reading for Whitney.
yeah, Barbara, I'll get you. Because
Okay.
I don't think Judy's still in here.
Okay, let's read for Whitney then. Okay, so the very first reading
Welcome,
I
Greg.
get for Whitney is Sowilo. So this is Epiphany. I see like a lot of dark clouds clearing up, and this is like a ray of light. There's also be a lightning strike, but this is success. It's very often success. It's like that. I just feel like there's a lot of success coming your way. It's like a lot of. I just see the image of dark clouds pouting and a lot of sunshine coming through. So a lot of success is coming your way. The next rune I get for you is this is Iwas. This means travel.
Okay.
So this means travel. So this is traveling. Things are going to move for you rather quickly too. I also get a feeling that things are going to come together quickly for you. So this sorrow is temporary. This setback is temporary, and it's going to, when this happens, things are going to move quickly for you in your favor. Okay, and then last rune, I got, this is Kenya. So I'm seeing the Kenya's rune. So Kenya's means light. This means trust your intuition, not relying on your emotions. Trust your intuition. Trust the inner guidance, the inner wisdom that the universe gave you. It will work out for you. That's what I'm seeing off of the runes.
Interesting. Welcome, Greg Ogles. Yeah, okay. I see Judy's here. Thank you. All right, Judy, I went ahead and dealt your cards. Yeah, click on your name. Okay, there you are. Okay. All right, Judy. All right. So the first card I got was the 5 of Cups. So when you see the 5 of Cups, you see them spilt over. and they're walking around with their head down low, because it's loss, it's regret, disappointment, despair, bereavement, right? So what happened in the past, it seems like it may be coming up. I don't know what it is. But it keeps reoccurring. So we need to, just like I told the others, we need to deal with it and put it back. I don't know if it's something that just you think about from time to time, but however what it is, we need to let it go. Now, what's very strange is I don't see this card very much, and it's the Tower card. The Tower card, I don't see much at all on people, and it's in reverse. The Tower card in reverse, it talks about the fear of change. I don't know if you going through changes or disasters that you maybe avoided a disaster or anything of that nature. But it's weird that it's tied to the Five of Cups. Now, when I get the Heresy card, it's also in reverse. Now, when I get the Heresy card in reverse, it talks about like restrictions, like you're not free to make certain decisions, and this is how you feel. I don't know if you're not happy with certain things, how they turn out. It's like challenging the status quo, right? If I would have did this, this would have happened. If I would have took this path, this would have changed it this way. But sometimes is no matter what direction you take in life, if you think that I would have changed it, you think you had a different outcome. That's not necessarily true. You may take a different path, but the path you would have took would still made the same outcome. And people think that way because they think if I took the road less traveled, I would have had a different outcome. No, sometimes that's not true. And people, sometimes it's really hard for them to understand that and swallow that. So we need to reverse that thinking and think, if I take this journey in life, what could be the possible outcome? But once again, I think some of the things that we have probably made decisions in life maybe has not been appropriate. And I think we made decisions in life based off things that were not in reality and with the greatest information in hand. We got a tarot reading spells. Ooh, somebody's going to tell me I'm in love for $50. I love it. Judy, has this resonated at all with you? Oh, you're welcome, Whitney. All right, here, Judy. What's she saying? Oh, yes, Denise. Yeah, thank you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you. It really helps us out. It's free, no charge. Give her a second to type.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we got, I think Bart, do we get everybody or we miss somebody?
I don't know if Barb wanted a reading or not.
Yeah, I think it's the one I missed. Yeah, I said Barb. Yeah, that's the last one. Give me a better than a Am I on it or am I off of it? I'm still here. Okay. Night, Gary. Thank you, sir. Because the next card I pulled is the Sun card. And it's also in reverse. And it says everything's temporary. When it says temporary, it's falling short of success. And that's why I was asking. Yeah, Gary, evidently he hurt himself or something, because I felt pressure. He asked if he had a concussion at the beginning of the show. Am I late? Oh, that makes sense, Judy. Do you miss them, Judy? Are you missing them? Go ahead, Angela. That answered most of my questions.
Okay.
Yeah, that answers all my questions right there. I'm sorry, Judy.
And so the first rune I have for Judy is the land goose. So land goose is growth, it's the leak, it's a wave of water. And what I have from this is healing, a strong need for healing out of this. It feels like healing is slow, um, but it is a strong need for it. It feels like it is happening and it's even in progress now. And the next rune I get for you is Berkana. So Berkana means protection, is usually the feminine protection, divine feminine, or the mother goddess feminine. And I've got comfort. It's like it feels like you're seeking comfort but not having it, and it feels like you've lost touch with the feminine energy, like the divine feminine. It feels like your comfort needs to come from the divine feminine. Whether the form that takes for me is the Blessed Mother of God, and asking her for her intercession and for her help in your comfort and in your healing. And the next rune I have, this is, this is way how they sculpted on this stone isn't quite correct, but here it is. This is Yara. So this is harvest. It is a really good outcome. What I'm feeling, the rune is telling me move forward, move forward, move forward, that you have to move forward, that you need to move on, and that when you are moving on and you're moving forward towards your healing, you'll see so much more blessing and prosperity come to you. There's an acceptance. It feels like your husband is saying to me there's an acceptance that you need to go through, and he's trying to help you with in your dreams. He's trying to help you get there, to that point of acceptance and to move forward. And he's saying to you, he's saying, this is no big deal for me. This transition to the other side, this is no big deal for me. I feel very strongly like this is no big deal to me. I'm still all right. I'm still okay. I'm still taking care of you. He says, I'm still taking care of you. He keeps showing me arms, like his arms, like strong arms. Like still have you. I still got you. Just because I'm not physically with you, I'm still with you. I'm still with you, and I'm still looking out for you. And he's also sending that message of that healing's needing, that acceptance is needing, and he's reassuring you that he's still there. He's still there.
Yeah, absolutely. Judy, she can talk to spirits. I pick up on other stuff. Yeah, a little twisted. That's okay. A lot of people in the first time have to go back and rewatch it. So, hello there, my boyfriend Karma. Interesting. All right, Barbara, I dealt your cards out, and so the first card I got was Perseverance. So when I got that card, it tells me several things. It tells me like a challenge, endurance, a resolution. So think about that: resolution, challenge, endurance. But the next card I've got was the blind card. Now, when I get the blind card, it can be awkward, but I don't want you to go into things unknown. I want you to look at things carefully and discreetly and look at them again. And the reason why I say that is it's very important to make judgment calls based on facts and not what other people say they are. And I don't know why I'm telling you this, but there's a reason why I said that. So think about that. Let me scroll down. You're welcome, Judy. Now, when I tie this card in with the fate card tells me things don't happen by coincidence. I always say that people meet people by fate. I think things happen for a reason. Things turn out proper and things happen because things are supposed to align with people in life because you are supposed to have interactions with people for a reason. And I do believe in that. And I do believe God put things in people's life for that reason, whether it is a learning purpose or a learning curve or to set you on a straight and narrow path. However that may be, before you walk, you have to crawl. Now stop and think about that. We all do that early on in life. And when we do that, we skin our knees. Do we or do we not? And we fall and we get back up. Now, you've done that many times in life. So what does that tell you? You learned. So whatever you're getting ready to go through, don't make the second mistake again. So why am I saying that? I have no idea. So you tell me. However, there are good things coming to you because of your deeds that you've done. You are a strong person. You are a good-hearted person. I can feel that and sense that. But you have to make some decisions in life that should have been done a while back ago. And I think you know what those are. But let's call those fate. And what do you think about that? Is she still in here? I'm looking at the comments. I don't even see her. Barbara. Hello, Greg. Hey, Melissa, Don, Carrie. Hello. Hello, my boyfriend, friend, Karma. Ah, there you go. There you are. All right. All right, Angela, take it away.
All right. So runes I'm getting for Barbara. So the first rune I get is Dagaz. So Dagaz is the rune of enlightenment and is the height of the sun, the noonday sky, the noonday sun, the awareness of darkness and light. What I'm getting is like you're struggling, but you're struggling to see the way. Like I'm struggling to find out, I'm struggling to know, I'm struggling for that realization. I'm feeling that from this room, but I feel like there's something holding you back a little bit from that breakthrough, and it's some hesitation. It's like some doubt. Not to have doubt is what I'm told in this room. Just have faith. Remove your doubts is what I'm getting from this room. The next room I get is Noddies. So Noddies, I'm feeling love with this one. This feels like love to me. So Noddies can represents necessity, emergency, but it can also represent love and protection. But I'm feeling love from this, like a really strong love connection here. It feels like you're going to make a very strong love connection with someone.
Interesting.
And the last rune I got is Thorasos. So Thorasos is the rune of boundaries. It's the rune of sharp things, caution, be careful. And I have caution. I'm being warned not to proceed too fast, to take it slow and a little bit at a time, taking baby steps. But when I touch on that Nadi's runes, I just feel this overwhelming sense of love. Like you're meeting somebody who loves you and you're just filled with love. It's just incredible love opens up in your life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So Melissa, Don, Carrie, I will get to you next Tuesday. We're 47 going on 48 minutes over our time. I don't think we're broadcasting on somebody else's channel. I hope not. I usually have to watch that because we're broadcasting on so many channels. But my boyfriend, Karma, I'll get you to next week. We'll start you out first. We start at 9 o'clock on every, what is today? Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Tuesday. Oh, you're welcome, Barbara. And I'll get you next week. Yeah, I'll get you. And we'll read you, no problem. We don't charge, so no big deal. But we have to call it quits for the night. I hate to do it, but Angela's got to work tomorrow. So
yes,
and I got promos to do tonight for tomorrow. So from coast to coast, around the world, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not a subscriber, please join, like, and share. We greatly appreciate it. We love all the support. And from around the world, Godspeed. We'll catch you on tomorrow's show. Goodbye.